moving on. There's this topic that been going crazy. I definitely want to get y'all views on this because once again, I've seen Black Twitter crying victim over this grown ass man. He's a teacher and apparently a TikToker on the side. He had his female students unbraiding and braiding his hair. Other videos, painting his nails, all type of shit. Now, come to find out, he just got fired. He put out another video crying about how his I didn't even watch the video. As soon as I seen him crying, I clicked off. I didn't want to hear that shit. But I want to get y'all views on it. Number one, how do y'all feel about him having female students braiding his hair? And how do you feel about him getting fired? I'm gonna start with my man.
Well, first, like, as a parent myself, you not putting my kid on TikTok. Like, let's start there.
Facts.
Like that, I don't care what the context is. No image of my child is finna be propagated out there, you know. And then, you know, I had the issue last year. I live in Atlanta now, so, you know, there's a stigma on Atlanta on, you know, certain community down there. And I went to meet my son's teacher, and you know, she was kind of pretty masculine. You see what I'm saying? So I'm like, I kind of was tripping, so I hit his mom like, yeah, we got to see what's going on with this teacher. You know what I mean? So I elevated the situation like to the principal, like, and he like, oh, nah. She just kind of masculine. I'm like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Cool. But I'm thinking she was, you know, making a transition or something. Yeah. So I was going to be like, hey, we're going to have to pull him up out of that class. You know what I'm saying? So, that's an issue already that you got to stay intent on because, you know, you just don't want your child exposed to certain things. You know what I'm saying?
How old is your child?
He's 6. So he was last year he was going to kindergarten. You know what I'm saying?
Impressionable. That's why I asked. I thought it was like maybe high school or something. Where they
not that, you know, that young, but 6. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, they
gonna have them questions.
Yeah, like what's going on? You know, but it's, you know, she was identifying, you know, as a woman still. So I'm like, I just, you know, was a little confused, but she just, you know, she a little on the masculine side, but it ain't that. I'm like, okay, cool. But so, you know, you got to be on that with the school. But then, like, you know, getting too personal like that, you know, we all went to school. However many years we went to school. We wasn't doing nothing like that, man. It wasn't getting that personal with the teachers, even with teachers that you might have been cool with, had a relationship with, whatever. We wasn't getting that cool, man. That's crazy.
I think, I'm telling you, though, I came in here the other day and I talked about this, that the line between social media and reality is being blurred. Like, this is unprofessional. Regardless, there's no sexuality present, so I'm not going to put that on them. But me as a parent, if I was a parent, I don't want a teacher getting his hair braided in class. Class is for learning, and whatever else class is for. It's not for...
He pulled the Allen Iverson.
You get what I'm saying? It's
class, get his hair braided.
Come on, man. It's not for that. It's not for TikToks. It's for you to be a teacher and do what you get paid to do. You get what I'm saying? So anything outside of that, I believe is grounds to get fired. So it's like, that's what that was. I'm saying is there's that, and then you have that issue and that safety issue with your parents. As a parent, you don't know who this guy is, right? Like, he's on the internet now saying, I'm a leader in the community. I've done different things. We don't know that, you know? People have came out and said those things and been monsters behind closed doors.
Facts.
So I would never... And just the optics of being a grown man with little girls. It's like, as a grown man, you should know how this is going to look, regardless of what my intent is behind closed doors. So I don't know.
How old was the kids? What grade was they in?
Middle school.
They look like middle school because they know how to braid hair. So I'm going at least 7th grade.
Yeah, 6 to 8.
Yeah. I don't agree with that shit either. But at the same time, this is why parents need to be instilling shit in their kids anyway. They should have fucking knew better not to be on their camera braiding your teacher hair. You know what I'm saying? To even be comfortable enough to be touching another grown man's head is wild. So not just on that teacher, he out of line. So I don't know what the fuck he crying and shit for. Like, nigga, you did it to yourself. Fuck to be in class teaching, nigga getting his shit braided. Was that after class or something? You know what that doing?
No, during class.
Like, what the fuck is you doing? Y'all going on TikTok, making TikToks in class. Girl trying to get rich.
Yeah, he trying to go viral.
He trying to get out.
He trying to
be a teacher. Yeah.
This bro right here.
I'm thinking he cool. And he like, I got some free, taking my shit down. Ain't no telling how long this shit was going on before he decided to do a video.
Every month, he's getting the shit taken down, probably.
4 black girls, he a weirdo.
That nigga saw them modern day braid prices, was like, fuck that.
I'm cutting
These bitches
corners.
out here taxing. Hey, extra credit. This is crazy though.
Yeah, you can go and change.
Cause I got a daughter. First of all, Let me end that shit. First of all, I got a daughter.
Facts.
So like my bro just said, instill that in your kid. Before I even went at the teacher, I would have chastised my daughter. What the fuck are you doing?
Yep.
You should know better than this. Ain't no way you should be in class with your head in your hands in a grown man's head. First of all. Second of all, a student's hand should never be on a teacher at all, no point in class, under no context. I don't give a fuck, especially a female to a male teacher. That's wild, that's insane. But like bro just Callie said, the lines between social media and reality is getting blurred where people this dopamine, this need for dopamine is fucking people's mind up. What would make you post that on TikTok? Bro was really trying to go viral. He thought the black community was gonna rally behind him. No, that's some sick shit. After I chastised my daughter, I would have been coming to whoop your ass. Because what even made you that comfortable? If you that comfortable in class on camera, what are you doing behind the scenes?
Ain't no telling what you be talking about with them kids. Ain't no telling what be going on.
Because I heard one of the kids actually text him like, "Hey, bestie, I can't wait to see you back in class after he got suspended."
No, that's crazy.
So reading. That's why I'm like, he's making it worse.
That's why I said.
So you're texting the students outside, like, bro, what the fuck? Yeah, you want some freak shit?
It's giving that chomo pedo vibe on the low. I was gonna say this. I'm saying I have a daughter and I have a son. I have a son with long hair. So even if it was a female teacher doing that to my son, that's still inappropriate at all. And just imagine if the shoes was on the other foot. What if it was the teacher taking down a little girl hair? Right. It's still, the lines are still obscure. It shouldn't be done at all. That's inappropriate. You're there to learn and teach and whatever the case may be. That shit is disgusting looking. And out of line. He don't need to be around no kids at all. He need to get his teacher license revoked. Real shit. That's out of line.
Because we had cool teachers.
We had cool teachers, but it was never like. But still, though, bro, you're there as a professional. You're not there to be a beautician. That's what they got school for that for. That is out. That nigga needs to be fired, teacher license revoked, all that shit. He
wasn't even teaching. They was in there chilling.
Well, it don't even matter. That nigga wasn't even around kids at all, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, it happened.
I'm saying because
man, low-key need to be on Megan's Law.
Teachers don't make a lot of money. And these braiders, bro, they're taxing. Especially you go in there trying to get them Nipsey Hussle braids, you finna walk out.
But they got beauty colleges where they do it for free. No, they got beauty colleges where the ones that's just now learning.
You gotta pay for that.
But I mean, it's still lower than going to an actual beautician. But at the end of the day, nigga, ain't nobody. That's child labor. Nigga, ain't nobody doing that.
But look,
shit.
this is prime example of the lack of masculinity because there's no fucking way in hell a real masculine man who stands on principles, morals, has integrity would ever do some weird shit like that. Bro, damn near a metrosexual. He was in there getting his fucking nails painted, and y'all killed us when we went ham on dudes getting their nails painted. Right. These are the type of men that do that. The type of men who will let your daughter braid his fucking hair in class. See, this is why they're trying to blur the lines of masculinity because let's just keep it real. Pedos they running shit. Point blank period. There's no way that these fucking laws and these pedophiles, fuck it, I'm gonna just say it. I ain't want to get flagged, but I'm gonna just say it. These certified pedophiles. Shout out K-Dot. Shout out K-Dot. These motherfuckers is raping kids, doing all type of shit, and getting probation. Then you got niggas like us out here trying to get some money, do a little dirt, and we get life. First offense type shit. So that lets you know you got to sit back and think, who the fuck is really in charge?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I'm saying? How can I touch a kid and get back out on the streets?
Quick.
That don't even make sense.
And be working around kids.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like
that whole law,
it's like a tap on the head.
My bad.
Nah, go ahead.
Even that whole law and show business too about how you can have sex offenders around your children as long as an adult is present. That's weird as well because what if the adult is compromised? You know what I mean? You never know the situation. So it's definitely weird shit going on.
Yeah.
They're blurring the lines with the gay shit, with the pedo shit. I called this at least 3 or 4 years ago. Mm-hmm. They're slowly trying to say being a pedophile is natural. Like you can't choose who you love. So I'm standing 100% against that. I don't give a fuck if I get flagged, whatever. That's a problem that we gotta really stand on. We gotta colonize that. We gotta step on that. Get that shit the fuck out of here.
On
That part.
Dead that.
How is your movement? That's a fact. How is your movement with that whole side of things? Do y'all speak out against that?
Oh, 1,000%. And we know that number one, that's just a problem that plagues our communities anyway. You know, and and kind of the don't ask, don't tell, and just everybody silent on that. Like, we got to speak up, because I noticed, I'm sure we all did growing up, you dealing with different girls, you talking to different girls, and you see a common theme of, damn, this happened to all of y'all, or this happened to 85%, 90% of the girls that you talk to. No, that's a problem. It ain't just you. That's a problem. All these girls are going through it. And then also, boys is going through it too. You know what I'm saying? So that's something that's got to be stood against, and we have to be mindful of that behavior, what it looks like when something is suspect, where a line needs to be drawn. Or, okay, this is like in this instance, this is inappropriate. You know what I mean? I feel like this is going that direction. Let's stop that. We can't even go that way. We got to be very serious and stern about that, because the type of mental trauma that gives victims, man, it plagues them their whole life. It causes a lot of hypersexuality in a lot of girls and things like that.
Yeah.
So now we're judging a girl. Oh, she's a hoe. She this, she that. But you don't realize this is a reaction to the trauma that she's been experiencing. So, we definitely are adamant, in speaking out against that for sure.
Man, I commend y'all on that. I salute y'all on that. But you are exactly right on that. A lot of 304s are created through pedophilia. We all done. I'm just gonna speak for the black community. It's like an untold thing. Like, you had that uncle that you couldn't leave the kids around, and Granny was like, "We can't speak about it, but hey, don't leave them babies over there." Nah, we gotta start exposing these motherfuckers. Me personally, if you gonna let them back out of jail, castrate their ass. I ain't got no tolerance. I got zero tolerance. Cut his dick and his balls off. Okay, man, you go back to society. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, they might call me an extremist, whatever. Shout out to Africa and them, because they be putting them in tires and burning their ass. So I'm with that. That's a demon you can't get out of you. Once you done touched a kid as a grown man, you gotta go.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
That's me though.
No,
I'm
facts.
standing on that.
Facts. And we need that to be more, like, calling that out needs to be more prevalent within our community. Too many times do we give the uncle, like you said, the pass, the auntie the pass, whoever, or we do they wouldn't do that, because we don't do that. We, for whatever reason, think our people, I feel like we have a hard time believing we do things like that and commit those types of atrocities to our own people, but we do. That's one of those things, because I think it's it has to do with your mental, right, stability, what's going on in your childhood, and that's something that is very hard, I think, for our people to unpack. So instead of unpacking it, we do go and, look the other way, and it just goes from generation to generation.
Hey, Chief, quick question.
Yes, sir.
Y'all work with different groups. Can I ask you, because I've never asked